Talking about tourists.
Uh-huh.
Two priests, two good Catholic priests, leave Milwaukee and come to Florida for a vacation. They get off the plane and they've decided all the way down that it's actually going to be a vacation. They're not going to allow that anybody even knows that they're priest or anything about them. So they find the first little shop right off the beach over there, Ron John's or Coco or whatever, and they buy these gaudy tourist clothes, little shorts, flip-flops, Hawaiian looking shirts, muss their hair up, and out to the beach they go. And they're sitting out on the beach, and coming down the beach right here is a young lady, lovely young lady, in a little two-piece bathing suit. She walks past them and says, "Good afternoon, Father. Hello, Father," and keeps walking. Son of a gun. How did she know, you know?
Yeah.
So they leave the beach, and before they come out the next day, they go back to that shop. They buy out. They got the big straw hats. They got thick glasses, sunglasses. Nobody gonna know, right? A few minutes later, here comes that same young lady, different bathing suit, walking by. "Hello, Father. Good morning, Father." And it can't get him at all. The second priest says, "Excuse me. Look at us. What about us says, how do you know we're priests?"
Uh-huh.
And she said, "Well, Father, I'm Sister Helen."
That was a good one. That was good.
Well, the priests, they decided to give up on the beach. They pretty much gave up on the whole gaudy idea and dressed more conservatively and decided to take a more serious part of a vacation and see some of the real sights. And since they are priests in the Catholic religion, and since St. Augustine is the oldest city in America and named after one of their saints, they decided to go up there for a while and see what that was all about. And to make it as authentic as they could, they checked into one of the oldest bed and breakfast operating in St. Augustine. They got in through the door into the lobby area of this bed and breakfast, and both of them could just feel it, you know, weird vibe, just something was off. The aura was all wrong. They step up to the counter there. Before they even start to sign their name or check in, the one looks at the lady behind the desk and says, "There's just something about this place. Is it haunted?" And she said, "I've been here for 300 years. I haven't noticed it."
That was good. That was also good. I love it. You should maybe stick to priest jokes.
Well, that was actually told for your sister-in-law and your sister, since how they like the ghost and all around St. Augustine. So.
I love it. That was good.
Well, let's see what this day has in store for us.
Let's go.
Let's go do something.
Good morning. Good morning. As you can see, we've got Connor and Chloe in the car with us this morning. Guys, where are we going?
Crayola Experience.
Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
So it's a Saturday morning, and we're so lucky to have our sweet grandbabies with us this morning. So come with us, and we'll see what kind of fun we can get into today.
That sounds like a winner to me. Connor, is that a winner to you?
Yeah.
Chloe, is that a winner to you?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, so how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Where are we at, Chloe?
Crayola Experience.
All right, Connor, shall we turn it around and see what it looks like? There it is.
Doesn't that look cool?
Yeah.
Look, the crayons are holding it up.
Oh no.
And the water
You
planet.
can walk on it by yourself.
I'm sorry. He could have went around. Chloe,
Turn around with the papa.
is that your red crayon holding up a yellow crayon holding up the whole building? right, what do you think? You want to go inside and see what it looks like?
Yeah.
All right, Nanny, we're going inside,
All
right?
right, let's go. Come on.
I can see what went inside of it.
Right.
Whoa.
It's bright. Hard to see, isn't it?
Oh, there you go.
Look at the floor. How pretty.
Is the floor lava?
No.
Papa.
What is that?
A cute little fuzzy bunny and toy.
All right. I think that basket is valuable for you to put things in when you're buying it.
Yeah,
It'll
but
give you stuff.
we get to do something with this little critter. We get to
Are we
make
coming
something.
up?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, why can't we even feel it?
All right. The world's largest Crayola crayon. Beautiful. All right. You got it. We're good.
Orange and all that, and then over here is green.
I want this one over here.
Okay, Chloe, that's Razzle Dazzle Rose.
Can you
Let's,
put the one?
okay, let's go around here. Razzle Dazzle Rose. This is, well, this whole thing is Razzle Dazzle Rose.
You put this one in there.
Okay, do you? Okay, let's.
I did do it. What do
Okay.
we do?
Go the other way. There you go.
That one.
All right. This says push continue. All right. Type your name. What do you want to? What do you call your crayon? What do you want to call it? Well, you didn't. It didn't come up. Push it. Wait a minute. I don't know where it's at. Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Go for it. And all right. And then push continue. All right. That's what it's going to look like. Guitar Connor. Is that what you like?
Yeah.
All right. Then push print. Alright, there's your thing. Alright, and take your thing. And then what do you do? Alright, let's go over here, Connor.
You put this in the bag.
Wait a minute, no, not yet, I don't think. What? Okay, you're going to wrap it? Yeah, this is the wrapping machine. Okay, place your crayon in the red slot.
Where's the slot?
Where's the red slot at?
Slot. Here's the red slot here.
Right here. I guess that's it right there.
Right there. Put your pen right there.
Is that right? No, right,
Wait a minute.
I think. Peel the label and place it on the blue slot. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hold that. Hold that. Push that all the way back. All right, now put your.
Crayon?
Is that it?
That's it. Facing.
I too?
Oh yeah, put it right there. Right there on that slot right there.
Okay, Chloe.
And then unpeel that.
Peel your label. Take the book.
Put the sticky side up. Up, sticky side up. Like that right there.
Okay, now. Yeah.
All right, now.
Sticky side up.
Slide the handle back. All the way back. Pull it back. Pull it this way.
Oh, right here.
Ah, there it is.
Terry, right here.
Yes.
And then put it towards you.
Yes.
Okay, all the way back.
It's got your name on it, don't it?
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, let's put yours in your bag, which is this one.
Notice it's raining like a son of a gun, but the hard worker is still at it. She's kicking it. There's no stopping her. Now I was cutting grass. You can see the grass has been cut down, but it's raining, so I'm trying to stop. She's looking around, staying focused on what she's doing. Look down there. Look at the distance. Look at that. Can you see the rain? Holy smoke. I'm going to stop it. Almost. Alright, so here we are back in the land of enchantment. We've been back a little while now and just still doing little things around, but right this minute, if you look right behind me here, is our old oak tree. And our old oak tree is hanging down, and we'll turn it around here to where you can see, but the doggone birds hang up there and they have a mess on our car. So we're about to have that trimmed back. Little company here local called Tree Monkey. Every year they have a heck of a Christmas light show down at their place, so we're going to have Tree Monkey come in here and trim that big old oak tree up. And then we have one other little project for the day.
So Terry told you about trimming the tree, and this is one of the problems that you can see. I pressure cleaned one day last week everything, this sidewalk, the driveway, that sidewalk, and everything. And because of the mistletoe that's in the tree, because of the low branches, it's stained already this part of the sidewalk. So that's another reason to trim the tree. But this is the project for today. This is this has been painted for years and years and years, multiple colors, as you can tell, and I've painted it probably 6 or 8 times, because when I pressure clean and I get up here, it chips the paint away a little bit. And it's not just a problem for the porch, it also gets all over the house and it sticks. Like this is stuck, and so I have to get in here with a scrub brush and clean it, but it looks horrible on the porch. So this time I decided I was going to get the paint off completely and then paint a nice clean layer. So I read about paint strippers and so forth, and that didn't seem to be the issue. So we got a grinder out here last night, and this was quite a lot of grinding, and you can see that it didn't do much. So we decided to put tile. So that's our project for today, and wish us luck. We'll get back. We'll show you how the progress along the way. Okay, so right now all we've done, as you can see, we've cut a straight line, square, so it matches here. We pulled it away from the wall a little bit there because this is an irregular pattern, but it matches the pattern on this end. So what we'll do now is we'll line up
the edge of the concrete here with the edge of the concrete right there. We'll cut that straight line off, and then we'll use all of these pieces on the end to fill in up there. So over the next few minutes, that's all that's going to be going on. Just getting it rough fit before we start mixing up any mud or cutting any metal or anything. And of course, you know, we have a saw, a wet saw, but this is porcelain, and we have a diamond blade here, so we got very few cuts, so we're just cutting it off with that. Which, guess what? Another good reason to have some mask around. So, trying to keep ourselves healthy here while we do a little tile job, but that's the very start of it, and we'll keep you up to date as we go. All right, Linda, what are you up to now?
Okay, so Terry has cut all these pieces that go on the outside, and so now we're getting ready to cut the pieces that go up against the house.
Which is the other end of these that we cut off.
Right, which is those. So this piece he already cut, and this goes right here. Goes right there. And now I'm getting ready to cut that piece. So what I have to do, let me get this one out of the way so I can sort of stand there.
You can actually move that big one out of the way too if you want.
Yeah, let me do that.
That way you don't have any issues. Because it's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
You have to do it in an order, but it's kind of awkward. There you go.
These are fragile. Very fragile.
Until you get them set, they are fragile.
So you can see that this has, so in order to make it more natural, they design this with curves. So I'm going to measure from here to the wall and see how long that is, and then I'm going to whatever length that is, I'm going to measure from here to there and mark that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the dip here, from there to the wall, and measure from the high point here to there. And then I'm going to make a mark across here, and that's how we're going to know where to cut it.
That's right. That's right.
So it'll be the right size. And then I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off that to allow the drop line.
You got it. All right. So we'll get on with it the next time.
And that's what we're going to have to do all the way across here.
All the way across. You got it. Okay.
Okay. So Terry, tell us what you're doing.
Well, I am rudimentarily mixing up the thin set to set this tile with.
Okay.
Because somewhere along the line, apparently I have lost my paddle that goes with, so I'm just doing it the old clunky way.
Yeah, we haven't laid tile in a while. We have all of the mechanisms for doing this, but we haven't laid it for a while. Plus, this is only a small area.
Yeah.
I'm going to go show you the situation we have now.
Go show them the situation.
So, in order to have the edges nice and finished, we've put metal. This is a metal trim around the edges. You can see right there. So that's around the edges, so the tile will butt up against that. And so all the tile has been cut, and we have it laying in the stacks here. So what we'll do is we'll trowel on the thin set on the porch, and then we'll lay the tile, and we will then organize it into organize it into the pattern that we want. It's already cut, so this is the easy part, what we're getting ready to do now. And then we'll let it set overnight, and we will grout it tomorrow. But it's going to be so much better. The door also has got to be painted. I got the paint today to paint that. So we're ready to roll, just fixing things up a little bit at a time.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to dump some of this out. We're going to start, and then Linda's going to start handing me the stuff that goes in here. And as we go across, oh my goodness, as we go across.
Terry is very fast at this part. I am slow. I'm careful and methodical, and he's so much faster than I am at this. But this is a fun job, I think. Don't you, Terry?
Yeah, we're having fun now.
Okay, we'll catch back up with you after we get a few tiles laid. Okay, so you can see Terry's got the very first row of tiles set, and now he's putting a little bit more thin set. I'm going to leave the camera on while I hand him the next row of tiles so you can see how he does that. But this is a great way to do it if you already have the tile cut. This part is fast. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I know that the camera's crooked, but that's a heavy piece. And Terry's going to manipulate these to fit and make a nice joint. He'll clean out the thin set so it's not messy, and then like I say, we'll grout tomorrow. There won't be much grouting to do because these are very thin joints, but the color of the grout is called oyster gray, and it's really going to be the same color. I'll try to get a close-up of the grout joints.
Okay.
There. So that's 2 rows. There's 4.5 rows. So that's 2 rows, and you saw how fast a row goes down. So I'm going to put this down so I can get him the next row of tile, and then we'll show you when they're all laid. Any comments, Terry?
I have no comments. You seeing it like I'm seeing it.
Okay, so Terry's got the last row set, and he's just evening them up and cleaning up the thin set. Terry?
Yes. Okay, so anyway, here it is. That's all there is
He's
to
just
it.
cleaning up the thin set around the edges, and then we'll let it dry overnight so that it can completely set, and then we'll grout it in the morning.
And there won't be much grouting because this is
Yeah,
only a few joints and they're small. So
yeah.
so there it is. That's all there is to it.
This is 6 by 4, so it's a pretty small area.
Yeah, small.
And these tiles were 17 by 26,
That's
right?
right. 17 by 26.
So, all right, we'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, babe.
Okay, so Terry,
Yes, ma'am.
now we're into the grouting stage.
We're grouting. We've mixed it up and we're grouting.
Okay, so tell a little bit about how you do that.
Well, you take it and put it on this little thing here if you've got big enough grout lines. And you just push it down into these grout joints. Right here, just like that right there.
Making
Now,
sure that you get it in there
make sure you
good.
get it in there good. Then you wipe off as much as you can, just like that right there.
Right.
You just keep on going, just like that right there. And you're
And
getting it.
this will dry lighter than it is. It always
Yes.
looks darker when you're putting it on and you're like having a heart attack.
Yeah, like you said, this is oyster gray.
Mm-hmm.
And it will, if you can see these little grout lines here that was put in the stone when we bought it, it should, that oyster gray should come out to that color right there.
Right.
So around the perimeter, I'm just using my fingers because a little tough to get it in there otherwise.
Right.
So
So this
that's
takes,
it.
about how long do you think the grout takes to dry?
The grout, actually, this grout is going to be so thin and everything, I'd say an hour, hour and a half, we'll be in good shape with it. 24 hours for a complete drying though,
Yeah.
but you know, if we get our normal afternoon rain, and it's what, 10 o'clock now?
Mm-hmm.
By the time we get our normal 10 o'clock rain, it'll be fine.
Right. And
So-
if we do get a rain, though, we'll probably cover it up. We have a tarp ready, at the ready,
At
because
the ready.
if you live in Florida, you know that you got to be ready for rain every day.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let Terry go ahead and do some more grouting, and then when he comes to the next phase,
Yeah.
which is the... You going to do it now?
No.
Okay.
But you're right. When we get to the
Yeah,
next
then
phase.
I'll come back and film.
You got it.
Now we're at the final stage, right, Terry?
Final stage. You see we have a nice little sponge here.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to start wiping these joints down, cleaning this place up. It's going to take 2 or 3 wipes off and cleans up because it's on there in a bulk now.
Yeah.
So all we're going to do is just get the bulk of it off on this first go round.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll come back wipe it down with a sponge again. And what will happen then is it'll leave, after that, it'll leave a little sheen on it, which we will simply take off when it dries completely with a towel.
Right. Just kind of like a dry film.
That's right. It'll be like a dry film.
Oh my gosh, that looks really good.
Yeah, see, here we go.
So that's what the joints look like after he's wiped it off like just a little bit.
Yeah.
But he'll do a good job of wiping, and then
That's right.
and even if he doesn't do a good job of wiping, it'll dust off at the end. He's got to get the bulk off. If he doesn't, then it'll be kind of a mess. This grout has sand in it. This is sanded grout. Terry, why do we get sanded grout instead of non-sanded grout?
Well, because non-sanded grout, this is just really for floors and exterior work where you're using a rougher tile on walls and ceramic gloss. You use non-sanded just so it blends in.
And this is more durable.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we will stop for now, and we'll show you when it's completely done.
That's right. Now you got the idea.
All right.
All right, so our second video back kind of gives you an idea of life here. It's the frivolity and the fun of being in Central Florida, like the Crayola Experience. And you got to see Chloe, our granddaughter, wasn't in the first video predominantly because it was Connor's birthday. And then the other side of life being back here was the things that we want to do and get to do, and how we handle the front porch.
That's one of the nice things about being retired. We don't have to shove everything in one weekend or one day on the weekend and getting projects done. So it's more fun working together when we've got time.
Yes, and so we don't, we enjoy it, or else we wouldn't do it.
Right. It's more fun spending time with the grandkids, for sure.
Exactly. So, but these are the kind of things we're going to be doing. So again, if you didn't subscribe, go ahead, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.
We've got a fun little trip coming up to the coast. You'll want to come back for that.
Oh, that's right. That is coming up right away.
Right away.
Excellent. Well, that'll be our next one out. All right. Peace.